Hi, I'm here for my interview. Oh, hi, come on in, have a seat. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm so excited. Here, swaddle this baby. Oh, sure, yeah, this'll be easy. Better hurry, you have 30 kids on your schedule. 30 kids? Oh, also, Mom and Dad are hesitant about vaccines, so while you work, you need to give them an evidence-based discussion. Wait, at the same time I'm examining the child? Make sure you answer all their questions, but make it quick. Wait, why does it have to be quick? The family in the room next door is wondering what's taking so long. Well, research has... Ow! What are you doing? Oh, that's the baby's older brother kicking you in the shins. Well, it's making it really hard to cut... What is that? That's your pager. You're on call for the hospital. There's a kid that needs to be admitted. Oh, okay. Well, I can do that. Wait, why do they keep paging me? No, that's admin paging you. You're on the quality improvement committee and you're late for a meeting. What? I can't be in 3 places at once. Also, you just remembered you have a research grant that's due next week that you're not even close to finishing. Wait, no, I don't want to think about that. Are you done with that swaddle yet? Here you go. Oh, very nice. You have to do all that stuff? Oh, yeah. Oh, look, here's a 6-year-old that wants to give you a hug for being such a good doctor. Oh, that's so nice. So do you still want to go into pediatrics? Yeah, I do. Even with all that other stuff? What stuff? Welcome to pediatrics.
Hey ladies, and welcome back. So let's talk about this video, right? So some of you have an interest in working with the kiddos, with the kitties. And this is whether, maybe you want to go into children's psychology, adolescent psychology. Maybe you actually do want to be a pediatrician. Maybe you want to go into a career where you're working with special needs children, right? And I eventually do want to do a video for you all if really honing in on special needs children, because that's a whole nother topic that we all really need to tackle within itself in one subject, right? So, working with pediatrics in adolescence is a little different. It has its challenges, and I will say, although this video, was meant for humor, it is pretty damn accurate. I would say that this video is so on point. Let me tell you something. If your heart is truly into the care for children and very young infants and adolescents, then going into pediatrics or going to medical school to be a pediatrician is definitely for you. And sorry. I would say one of the biggest challenges working with children, especially in healthcare, is dealing with the parents. Because let me tell you, a lot of times it's not even so much the kids, it be the parents, y'all. Because the parents, they really like to hover over the nurses and doctors because they want to make sure that you know what you're doing with their child. You're gonna have to deal with parents that, like the video said, that are super hesitant over vaccinating their children. And Black women, I'm gonna have to have a discussion with you and really buckle down with you about vaccinations. We have to have that talk. Y'all have to understand, if you want to go into healthcare and you really want to work with children, that is going to have to be a big thing that you all are going to have to overcome and understand about healthcare. Now, like I said, you have a lot of parents out here, especially, let's get real, a lot of y'all Black women, for whatever reason, y'all be so against vaccinating your kids. And you know what? If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. That's your right. But I really do encourage you to do your research and understand the sciences behind it. Just think about how polio worked when polio was around. If they never invented a vaccine for polio, a lot of us would still be, walking around with that. So, you got to understand, if you're going to be a pediatrician or work with these children, period, you're going to have to understand that being vaccinated will be a very important part for their health and also for their development as well. Also, another challenging thing that I think you really have to think about if you want to go into pediatrics or just thinking about working with children, period, is coming up with a specific health plan to treat these children, and also, getting the parents on board, because you got to understand, a lot of times, a lot of parents, they're worried, they're concerned, they're scared, you know what I mean, super overprotective of their babies, which is very understandable. So, you're really going to have to be able to get the parents on one accord. And not only that, but while you're seeing one children, you're going to have other things going on as well. You're going to have to really learn how to multitask. And let me tell you, seeing one child on schedule for one room and then having to admit another child just like that is a real thing. And I really want you all to understand that although working with pediatrics can be an extremely rewarding, career, please understand that sometimes it's not always a walk in the park. You will have to deal with some traumatic things, just like you would have to deal with certain circumstances dealing with adult patients as well. One of my mentors, she is a nurse practitioner, and she actually got me and her son together. She's a white woman too. She actually got me and her son together so that, whenever he has free time, I could sit down and have certain talks with him and, just really listen to him about what he does. He is actually he is a pediatric anesthesiologist. He chose to go into anesthesiology because he had a really traumatic horror story through medical school, and it really sent a light bulb off in his head and saying, yes, this is what I want to do. I want to go into anesthesiology. And I specifically want to work with children. During a specific rotation, he had to witness a child having some type of difficulty with their airway, and they were, their heartbeat was going down and down and down and down, and there was nothing that he could possibly do but just run and get help. So from that day on, that really motivated him, and that captivated his mindset, like, yes, this is what I want to do. I want to go into I want to go into anesthesiology, working with the pediatrics, right? So you do have to understand, not everything is going to be a cakewalk just because you're dealing with kids. This is real life. This is a real thing. When shit hits the fan, you cannot be scared to give CPR to a child. If you cannot lose your shit when there is a code blue called on a child. So you do, please keep that in mind and understand this is also not a cakewalk. I understand, yes, there will be times where there will be hugs and lollipops and Spider-Man and all that good stuff, but then there will come those times where you will have to put your skills to use and know how to intubate that child, through the throat, to save their life. You will have to perform CPR. So please understand that, because it will fall on you. Okay. So I just wanted to give this quick insight. If you're thinking about going into pediatrics, maybe you want to be a pediatrician, maybe you want to work with children, period. So this is a really great insight for you to think about. And again, if you ladies have any questions, comments, concerns, or video topics that you want me to discuss, please leave it in the comment section. And I want to thank you so much for listening. Bye.